Hello and welcome to The Network Professor, a series of podcasts hosted by me, Glyn Jones, Product Manager at Hughes Europe. Hello and welcome to the third in a series of podcasts in brief brought to you by me, Glyn Jones, Product Manager at Hughes Europe. The last two podcasts were all around network management. Today we're going to touch on network redundancy and backup solutions. Imagine this scenario, though I suspect most people won't need to imagine it and will have experienced this at some point, and probably quite recently. It is early evening, you've had a long day at work, and you've settled down on the sofa to catch up on the next episode of the latest must-watch serial, or maybe watch a film on your favourite streaming service, when the screen pauses and up pops the circle of death, teasing you as it slowly rotates in the middle of the screen in front of you. A slight sigh comes out of your mouth as you mutter to yourself, "Oh, the internet is down again." You resign yourself to either picking up a book, one of them old-fashioned things made of paper with words printed all over it, or, God forbid, having to have a conversation with the rest of the family. It's then that you hear the blood-curdling scream from upstairs. "Mum! Dad! The internet has stopped working! The world has ended! What am I going to do?" Well, despite their moans and groans, the world hasn't actually ended, and yes, despite what they may be saying at the time, they will get over it eventually. Though saying to them, "When I was your age, we didn't even have the internet," doesn't help. Believe me, I've tried that one. In reality, it's just a minor inconvenience, and once it's back later, then get on with watching those very critical, important dances on social media. Now, take that scenario and flip it from your home life into a work environment. You're working in a shop, serving a customer, and you're in the middle of taking a card payment and the internet goes down and the payment authorization fails. The best case outcome is that the customer has enough cash, though nowadays people having any cash on them is unusual, and you can still make the sale. The worst case is that the customer walks out the store without making their purchase and never comes back due to the poor customer service experience they've had. This is just one example, but for any businesses that require internet access to trade, losing that internet access is more than just inconvenient. It's actually business impacting, whether that is in direct monetary costs due to lost sales or indirect monetary costs from loss of goodwill. As you can see, staying connected is no longer just a convenient nice to have. It's a necessity, especially for businesses. Oh, and teenagers. For organisations with distributed sites, ensuring network availability, reliability and resilience is even more critical. To maintain this level of connectivity, a standby alternative is needed, just in case, and this is where network redundancy and backup solutions come into play. As a managed network service provider, experienced in supporting multi-site businesses, we understand the challenges faced in maintaining a seamless network experience across your locations, and the need for reassurance that network access will not fail and disrupt your activity. Over the next few minutes, I will delve into the crucial role that network redundancy and backup solutions play in ensuring your network's continuity and reliability. We'll explore the benefits of these solutions and how they can help your business thrive in an increasingly interconnected world. So, what are the foundations of network resilience? Fundamentally, network redundancy is about having a backup plan and insurance policy in place to ensure your network stays operational even in the face of hardware failures or network disruptions. It's like having a spare tyre in your car. You may not need it every day, but when you do, you'll be glad it's there. Let's take a closer look at how network redundancy and backup solutions provide this standby solution and what advantages they bring. Firstly, high availability and how to minimize downtime. Unlike when your internet goes down at home, where it's just an inconvenience, when your network goes down at work, the question you must ask yourself is, how long can I continue to operate without the internet? In answer to this question, no two businesses will have the same answer. As a case in point, a few years ago when people still used cash, I was in conversation with a large food retailer, and we were discussing store resilience. And their take was, due to their customer demographic, the majority of them actually paid with cash. So if they lost internet connectivity to a store, in the main they could carry on trading as normal, while the fault was resolved. If we wind the clock forward to now, I was asked them the same question, I suspect I would get a very different answer. Their answer would be quite different, and not because their customer demographic has changed, but more because the nature of how most people pay has changed. Whereas before, typically more than 80% of their customers paid cash, with the rest using some form of electronic payment, now it's more like that 80% or more of their customers will pay by some form of electronic means. So a few years ago, the impact to their business of the internet going down was small. Now, if the internet went down, the impact to their business would be considerable. This is just one example in a particular sector. As I said before, no two businesses will have the same answer. Only you can determine what is the impact to your business to the loss of your network. When you're looking to answer that question, you need to consider not just the tangible impacts such as loss of revenue, because you can't take payments or make a delivery, but you must also look at the non-tangible impacts, such as customer relationships or bad PR. How often do you hear in the news such and such company's network went down and their customers weren't able to do this or that? Whereas once upon a time, high availability was a nice to have, but at a cost, now high availability is a must have, whatever the cost, or at least within reason. In fact, within certain industries, standards that you must operate to dictate that high availability is a must have. One of the primary advantages of network redundancy is that high availability. When you have duplicate or alternative network components, such as routers, switches and communication links, you reduce the risk of downtime due to hardware and service failures. Even if one part of your network experiences an issue, traffic can automatically be rerouted through redundant paths or devices, ensuring your network remains operational. For organizations, particularly those operating over distributed sites, leveraging network redundancy to reroute network traffic means that your employees can continue their work without interruption, customers can access your services, and you can maintain your online presence even during network disruptions. Providing multiple circuits into a single site provides a level of resilience for that site, but it's also about what happens if you experience a disaster and how you recover from it and how you can protect your data. Network backup solutions are part of the safety net that ensures you don't lose critical data or configurations in the event of a disaster. They are your insurance policy against data loss due to cyber attacks, hardware failures, human errors, or natural disasters. For example, imagine your business headquarters suffers a catastrophic hardware failure. With proper backup solutions in place, you can recover your network and regain access to your data swiftly, mitigating potential losses and ensuring business continuity. This level of resilience can make all the difference in your business's ability to weather unexpected storms, literally and metaphorically. Network resilience is just one aspect of network redundancy, but the bigger picture is all about business continuity, which at the end of the day results in your peace of mind. Network redundancy and backup solutions provide a sense of security and peace of mind for any business that relies on network connectivity for its activity. Knowing that your network can withstand challenges and your critical data is safe allows you to focus on growth and innovation rather than worrying about potential disruptions. When looking at business continuity services, what you're after is a solution that ensures a seamless network experience where availability is not interrupted and your data is protected. With this assurance, your businesses can maintain operations, meet customers' expectations, and uphold service level agreements, all of which are vital for success in a competitive landscape. When I first started in the industry, network redundancy was purely there as a backup. It couldn't be used for anything else. You were paying for something that for most of the time was sitting there doing nothing. Today's network redundancy isn't just about backup, it can also enhance performance. Rather than having a service sitting there doing nothing until it's called upon to back up some failed hardware or service, using technology such as SD-WAN that enables load balance across multiple circuits offers that same level of redundancy. This technology distributes network traffic across multiple paths or devices, optimizing resource utilization and improving network performance. Improved network performance delivered via SD-WAN can be especially beneficial for multi-site businesses, ensuring a consistent and efficient network experience for all your users. Moreover, as your business expands, your network's needs may evolve. At Hughes Europe, we design our network redundancy and backup solutions with scalability in mind, ensuring agile networking without compromising availability or reliability. It's a future-proofing strategy that ensures your network can keep up with your business's growth and evolution. Industry compliance is another factor when looking at network resilience, with many industries and regulatory bodies requiring businesses to have a robust backup and redundancy strategy in place to help protect sensitive data and ensure data integrity. Compliance with these requirements is not just a checkbox, it's a fundamental aspect of maintaining trust with our customers and partners. By partnering with a managed network service provider specializing in network redundancy and backup solutions, you can be rest assured that your network not only meets regulatory requirements, but also stays secure against cyber threats. While implementing network redundancy and backup solutions may involve an initial investment, the potential cost savings from minimizing downtime, data loss, and business disruptions far outweighs these expenses. The value of continuous network availability and data protection cannot be underestimated, as it directly impacts your bottom line. The importance of network redundancy and backup solutions cannot be overstated, especially for businesses operating over multiple distributed sites. By investing in these essential elements of network technology, you not only safeguard your network and data, but also empower your business's growth and innovation. The next podcast, IoT, the next big thing that's remodeling the landscape of your network infrastructure, will be out next Thursday. Do subscribe or follow me on your podcast platform to be notified when it comes out. Thank you for listening, and do enjoy the rest of your day.